have tried this using like several things. I've been working on this for like an hour. But I guess it's a good thing because at first I was super awkward and nervous. I don't do well with my pictures being taken, recordings, or the sound of my own voice. So I suppose this is a good alternative. Now we're going to try this and see if it will even upload into D2L. If not, then I have half of the entire lecture that I did on some sketchy ass online video recording thing. We're just going to start from the beginning. It's fine. Filii Pilopis erant Atreus Thaiasteque. Thaiastes exorum Atrei corrumpit. Tum Atreus vitium invenit et tolerare non potest. Insidias igitur contra fratrem cogitat. Sum plenus irae, quare filios parvos, mei fratris negabo, secaboque. Tum membra coquam, et Thaiastai cenam dabo. Pause there for a second. Okay, so the glare on my glasses is going to drive me crazy. I'll try this. I'm blind. We'll try and, oh wow. I don't know if that's going to work. I'm super blind. Sons, Atreus and Thyestes were sons of Pelops. Thyestes corrumpit, and so this is where we get our English word corrupts. Here they want it to mean seduces, but we can also get the words perverts or taints. So Thyestes seduces the wife of Atreus. Then Atreus discovers the crime or the vice or the misdeed. And he is not able to tolerate it. So we have potest plus our complementary infinitive tolerare. Insidias igitur contra. So therefore, he comes up with, or he plans, or he thinks about misdeeds, vile things, insidias, right? Misdeeds against his brother. Then the quote begins, I am full of anger. So this is our predicate nominative, full of anger, predicate nominative adjective with our genitive of the whole that we've kind of discussed. I won't ask you genitive of the whole on the exam though, because we haven't had it in a chapter yet. Wherefore, quare, wherefore I will kill the small children. So now he's explaining what these insidios are, the plans that he's bringing about. Wherefore I will kill the small children of my brother, and I will cut them to pieces. This is unfortunately a common theme in Greek and Roman mythology and literature, where the children really are the ones that get the suffering, because how are you going to hurt someone where it hurts the most? It's going to be their children. It's going to be what is the most vile, horrible thing that you could think would affect somebody the worst that they could possibly be affected, and it's going to be their children. And today we see crime shows and these horrible shows that we think are the worst of the worst, but this is some Hansel and Gretel, old school, old world stuff where what's about to happen is actually kind of common in some other stories where the mother kills her children to get back at her own husband. Or the uncle kills his nephews. I mean, it's just so messed up. And then it gets worse, of course. So then I will cook their limbs, their members. Then I will cook their limbs, and I will give dinner. I will give them, implied, as dinner to Thyestes. So he's going to feed the dude's children to his brother. To Thyestes here, Thyestai is dative. So that's something we haven't seen in a while. I will give them as dinner to Thyestes. So I just wanted to point that out so you know that dative is happening. Necat pueros thyestes suos filios mortuos in mensa videt. So he kills the boys. Sorry, I can't really see. So he kills the boys. Thyestes sees his own sons mortuos, dead. He sees his own sons dead on the table in mensa, in plus the ablative, on the table. This is technically an ablative of place where. O miser Thyeste, nihil nunc habes, sed au Atreu, propter tua magna vitia filii tui magnas poenas dabunt. O miserable Thyestes, you have nothing now. But, O Atreus, on account of your great vice, on account of your great crime, your own, or not your own, your sons will give great punishments. In animis filiorum tuorum malnebit tua culpa antiqua. In their souls, or just in the souls of your sons, tua culpa antiqua, this is the subject, this is the nominative. In the souls of your sons, your great, sorry, not great, your ancient antiqua, your ancient crime, culpa, misdeed, will remain. Or you could say your ancient misdeed will remain in the sons, in your son, in the souls of your sons. Sorry, your ancient misdeed will remain in the souls of your sons. Erit perpetua. It will be eternal. Quid debemus de tuis insidiis cogitare, O Atreu? What should we, or what ought we to think? So now we have another complementary infinitive with our main verb debeo. What ought we to think about your evil deeds, about your insidious deeds, O Atreus? Tuam iram non potera superare. You were not able to overcome your own anger. Mala egetur erit semper tua fama. Therefore, always, therefore, your reputation, here I think would be the best translation for fama. Therefore, your reputation, semper, always, will be evil, will be bad. Te tuamque vitam pauci boni laudabunt, sed multi culpabunt. Put my glasses on for this one. Few good things probably few good men. Few good men, sorry, I'm sight reading this entire thing. Few good men will praise you and your life. But, said multi culpabunt, but many men will blame you. So few good men will praise you and your life, but many men will blame you. And both here, pauci boni are adjectives, and multi is an adjective, masculine, plural, and they are substantive adjectives. Substantive adjectives here. Okay, I think I finally found a recording device that worked, that hopefully will upload and save properly. I have been trying this for a very long time. A little history on the children of Atreus. The reason why, just a little background mythology, you have heard of them. So when they say your children will feel this blame forever, This curse will be eternal with your family for all of time. You know, you have most likely heard of the children of Atreus. So the children of Atreus are going to be Agamemnon and Menelaus. So if you have read the Iliad or the Odyssey, or if you have seen the Brad Pitt movie Troy, I guess, or if you had read the Agamemnon, the tragedy, or if you have read the Electra, the tragedy, you know then that these two men, his two sons, go forth to cause one of the greatest, most tragic wars of all time. They destroyed an entire city of Troy, and they were not successful. They killed hundreds of thousands of good Greeks because of a woman, which for the Greeks, they thought was the most ridiculous thing of all time. And they would have claimed it was because of honor, it wasn't because of a woman, whatever. It was still ridiculous and stupid. And along the way, Agamemnon, in fact, sacrificed one of his own daughters to Poseidon in order to get favorable winds so that the ship wouldn't sink. So he killed one of his own children. Again, you see a pattern here, in order for his ship to arrive on time. So lo and behold, this news gets back to his wife, and she's not too happy that her husband killed one of her daughters, and her siblings are not too happy that their father killed their sister. And so when Agamemnon goes home, a hero from war, guess what? He is murdered by his wife and by his own children. And so the story continues, and the tragedy of the children of Atreus continues. There's also tragedy about Electra. So it continues. The Greek tragedies are built from this curse of Atreus, and it all started with their Agamemnon's father, these children's grandfather, with him literally feeding his brother's children to him. So good old Greek mythology. I hope you guys enjoyed the story. Hope you like my TED Talk.